Today I wanted to share with you a digital reading journal I created to help retain all the great books we'll be reading this year. I'll be going over how to download the reading journal, which I get questions about at the end. First, let me introduce my journal to you. The reading journal has space to put 20 books on the shelves, and you can duplicate the journal if you need more shelf space. You can access the bookshelves from every page in the journal by clicking on the link on the bottom right-hand corner, and each book in the shelf is hyperlinked to the corresponding journal entry. There are two versions of the journal, the plain one and this one with some decorative shelf elements. Once you have the PDF file, you can open the reading journal in GoodNotes or any other note-taking app of your choice. Let's add a new book to the journal. First, search for a good cover image that looks like it would roughly fit into the white space. The smaller the image, the better, since GoodNotes starts to lag with large images. It's okay if the cover doesn't fit perfectly. Most covers tend to come in some sort of rectangular shape, which you can slightly adjust if you want to. Make sure to turn editing off and click on the hyperlink to get to the corresponding journal entry. I'm pasting that same cover in this space here. Then we can fill out the title of the book, the author, and when we started and finished the book. We can also give the book our own personal rating. The star image will be included with your download, which you can bring over like I'm doing here, or you can color in the star with a yellow pen. Below we have some space to write out our main takeaways and quotes. This is something we can fill out at the end for a quick summary. A big plus in having a reading journal is that we can save those really good quotes in there. While reading physical books, I highlight quotes and add sticky notes so that I can find them later instead of interrupting my reading flow to take actual notes. After I finish reading for the day, I can quickly type out those quotes into my reading journal. I prefer typing since I'm much faster that way. It is much easier to save quotes when reading a book on your tablet. When copying over quotes from the iOS Books app, it adds a little extra from citation after the quote. Since I'm only going to be using the quotes in my reading journal, I created a shortcut to remove the excerpt from citation using some regex, which is a search pattern. Apple and authors will not be happy with me for this, but removing it was very cumbersome each time I wanted to copy a quote. I added the shortcut to my dock, and now I can copy over the quotes neatly with a few more taps. The Books app saves your highlighted quotes in the notes. You can tap on the note, double-click on your highlight to copy it, and paste it into the reading journal. It is essentially functioning as sticky notes. If you're not using the iOS Books app, then it is even easier to bring in quotes, since you can just select the words you want to copy over and drag it directly into the reading journal. Here I'm using the Playbooks app, which I find a little harder to use, but I have more selection for international books. Some books are definitely more thought-provoking than others and requires a little bit more space, so I included an extra page that you can use throughout the journal to capture and process those thoughts. Let's head over and copy one of the extra notes pages that you can find from the first journal entry. Then head back to the bookshelf from the bottom hyperlink and add a new page from the copied page. The hyperlinks on the added page will still work to navigate back to the bookshelf. I can take handwritten notes on top of my typed out notes to highlight important points or add extra thoughts. I kept the page blank without any line guides so that you can use the space freely. So in handwriting notes, the zoom tool will be your friend to help write out the notes neatly in a line. You can use the tab to mark where you want your line to begin and adjust the size of the zoom tool to fit your handwriting. When you reach the right edge of the space you're writing in, you can hit enter to move to the next line, which will align to the tab that you set earlier. Or feel free to move the zoom toolbox yourself. After you complete a journal entry, you may want to go back to a certain part. Here you can use GoodNotes search functionality to locate ideas and jot down any additional notes. Let's go over how to download the reading journal. The journal is available to download from a link you can find in the description box. When checking out, you can put in 0 to download for free, and it'll just ask you for an email where the reading journal will be sent. You should receive an email with a download link shortly after. As an extra note, any additional downloads will be swallowed in the original email thread, so make sure to check for that as well. Thank you for watching. I would love to know your thoughts and any book recommendations you may have, so I hope to meet you in the comments down below. Hope you enjoy the reading journal, and I'll see you next time.